G'day guys, and welcome back to ADOS The Great Gaming. So in today's video guys, we are looking at potential trades for LaMarcus Aldridge. So being a centre power forward, you can play both positions. I think there's a few NBA teams out there that definitely could use him. So let's run through from the start. 76ers. I do think this is a team that could possibly use LaMarcus. You can move Tobias Harris to the small forward and bring in LaMarcus there. Not sure how money would work yet though. So then you'd have the Bucks, don't think they need him. Same with the Bulls. I mean, you could play him, no, they don't really need him. Cavs, that could possibly happen. Like, you trade maybe Kevin Love for LaMarcus, could be a possibility, but I think they go more for a rebuild phase, so they're probably not the best fit there. Celtics are very interesting. I think they're probably our number one priority at the moment. He will probably end up at Boston unless there's a better fit, but I think at the moment this is the best fit for LaMarcus. Clippers is another interesting one. You could play him as a power forward there. They currently have Marcus Morris, but I do think he could probably fit in quite well as power forward. So Clippers or Celtics, depending on which trade I think is better. Not the Grizzlies, not the Hawks. Heat, possibility. Huge possibility actually. Celtics, Heat and Clippers I'd say at the moment. Then you've got that one could be a possibility as well. They are pushing for a playoff spot, so we'll have a look at that. Jazz, another one that's a possibility. They do need a power forward, with Royce O'Neal being their only one there. Definitely a possibility as well. Kings, not happening. He want to go to a contender, not happening. Lakers don't need him. Magic don't need him. Mavericks could be interesting as well. Definitely could be interesting. Nets, another one that could actually happen. Nuggets, don't need him. Don't need him. Don't really need him. Not going to go to the Pistons. Raptors is another one that could happen as well. Rockets, no. Spurs, obviously, no. Suns, yes, that is a possibility. No. And no. Right, so let's just do this, see what trades come up for him. And I'll just go to the team I think would fit best. So 23 offers, let's go through and check it out. Definitely an option here. I think this would be a pretty good trade, and I think this is something that we could see happen. Clippers, it's another one that's very interesting. I wouldn't be opposed to doing this trade. I think that's a pretty good package there. Who was the other one? Heat. This is probably the one we go for, in all honesty. Aldridge to the Heat. I think this is probably the trade at the moment. This one is another interesting one. But for me, it's this trade. So let's just keep going through, see what other trades come up. That's an interesting one, but I'm actually pretty sold on that. That's not happening. Okay, I'm actually sold on this Heat one, guys. Let's do it. So, they get 2 expiring contracts out of it. I'm actually, done. Deal. So what we'll do is we'll jump off the Spurs. And we'll go Heat. Yes. Spurs. No. Alright, so let's lock in the rotation. So I think this is a pretty decent rotation here. Like, this is a team that can definitely get fairly deep in the playoffs, in my opinion. So yeah, let's simulate through and check it out. So I woke up this morning and saw that Shams had posted something about Aldridge and Spurs looking at parting way, and for the Spurs to try and find a resolution for it to happen. So whether that be through trade or buyout, I'm not too sure. But yeah, I do think that this, I think he probably will end up on either the Celtics, the Heat, or the Clippers. That's just my opinion. Maybe even the Mavericks. But yeah, in my opinion, it'll be one of those three teams. Yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you guys think that LaMarcus Aldridge will end up playing for a different team, or do you think he'll see out the year at the Spurs? You know, I don't know. I believe he probably will get traded before the deadline. But yeah, the Heat go 50 and 32. Heat get Precious Achiuwa as the 6th man. No other rewards there. Heat are the 5th seed though, so a pretty tight conference there. I'm not going to lie. So Aldridge is actually going to probably be better off getting moved to power forward. Goes up to that 84. Alright, so yeah, I think we'll simulate the round. I reckon we'll cut rotation back just a little bit, just by one. Give everyone a few more minutes. So first game's a win, second game's a loss, third game's a win. They go through to the next round. Alright, so we're looking pretty good at the moment. I think the Heat are going to get through, and they do. Heat versus the Nets. So I think we've obviously got to look at this one through Simcast. We probably should. I'll check out his stats after this too. So how did he go in this one? 16, 4 and 1 with a block. Not great. So he's definitely gonna. We're definitely gonna want to see some improvement here, as the Nets look pretty good. Look actually way too good for us. So Aldridge was pretty bad in that game too. So we really need him to step up if we're going to be any chance of getting out of this one. I don't see us doing it though. Aldridge, yeah, he's not playing really well. He's getting the blocks, but yeah, he's just sort of leaving it behind a bit there, isn't he? Alright, so we'll drop it to a 7-man rotation so everybody gets more minutes. Hopefully that means we can get some sort of win here, but I don't see it happening. It's closer. No, we get eliminated. That's all good. Aldridge did have a better game in that one. But yeah, a bit disappointing that we couldn't get through. But hey, that's all good. Simulate the playoffs. Nets do win it all. No real surprises there. Yeah, so let's check out the stats. Player stats. So Aldridge, 14 and a half. Four and a half rebounds, two assists. I mean, he got over a block a game, so that's a positive, I guess. Yeah, so hang tight here, guys. I do want to do a rebuild with the probably the Boston Celtics. So I will jump back to a trade with the Celtics and the Spurs, and we'll just run through one quick sim with them. Alright guys, and we're back. So let's check out the rotation here. So this is what the Celtics will be looking at, and I think that's a pretty good lineup, to be honest. So they've still got, you know, decent bench pieces there for them. I might just quickly, after this one, do a Clippers rebuild with him as well. So yeah, let's just see what we're working with here. Yeah, I'm pretty keen to just see how he'd look on the Clippers as well. Depending on how long this video goes for, I might even do a Nets trade just to see what that super team would look like, adding LaMarcus Aldridge to it, because they do need that center. And I think we could work out a trade with DeAndre Jordan. So obviously, if this doesn't go too long, we could probably do that rebuild as well. Well, not a rebuild, but just to simulation to see how he goes on those teams. But yeah, if we can just speed through this one, see how we go, and yeah, I reckon we could have 20-minute video, 20 to 25-minute video. So yeah, 50, nearly the 50 wins that the Heat had, so pretty similar stats there. Alright, so obviously the 5th seed again. Let's just check out the stats here. So Aldridge, roughly around the same numbers, that's alright. So let's just simulate round. Okay, so they do get knocked out in the first round though, so that is a bit disappointing. Alright, so what I will do is I will be back for the Clippers side of things. Alright guys, and we're back. So let's check out this rotation. Lou Will, PG, Kawhi Leonard, LaMarcus Aldridge and Serge Ibaka. Awesome starting 5. I think that is actually a really good team. Then you look at their bench. Zubac, Marcus Morris Sr., Reggie Jackson, Nicholas Batum, Luke Kennard. Like, that is a deep team. I'm actually really excited to see what this team can do. Obviously, Aldridge won't get, you know, he's probably not going to put the stats on that he did at the other teams. But yeah, I do think we will see some pretty good stats still come from LaMarcus Aldridge. Going to disable trades. So yeah, we'll have a look and see which team got the best record at the moment. It is the Heat. I do think that the Clippers and the Nets will both get pretty good records though. So yeah, I think we could probably see a championship here for the Clippers or something pretty close. I think they'll at least make the conference finals, probably against the Lakers. So at the moment, I think they will get the best record in this video we're doing. It's going to be pretty close though. So yes, they do. They get it by 4 wins. No awards for us. That's all good. Alright, let's check out the player stats so I can see what Aldridge did. 12.3, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. So it's not bad. His scoring did go down, but I mean, when you've got the players you do in front of him, that's to be expected. So they're the 3rd seed. Let's lower the rotation to probably 8. That means that, you know, they're going to get more minutes here. I think we will just simulate round, and the Pelicans beat them. I hate that. I hate that 2K just hypes up the Pelicans so much. Aldridge was playing fantastically as well, which sucks. Well, not in that game, but like, look at that, double-doubles everywhere for Aldridge. That's actually really disappointing that they knocked us out, because they're not going to do that. The Pelicans, it actually really frustrates me that they hype the Pelicans up as much as they do in this game. Pelicans are a decent team, but they're not that good. Like, alright guys, well, enough complaining from me. I'll see you back with the Nets rebuild. Alright guys, and we're back. So this one will be the final simulation that we're going to be going through. So the Nets look pretty damn good. So they've got Kyrie Irving, James Harden, Joe Harris, Kevin Durant, LaMarcus Aldridge, Spencer Dinwiddie, Blake Griffin, Bruce Brown, and Jeff Green. Sorry. So I definitely think this team is probably going to be a 70-win team. I'd be surprised if they weren't. But yeah, it's going to be pretty crazy, I reckon. So they haven't started all that well, but they'll sort that out. Don't you worry about that. Right, so yeah, I think LaMarcus could actually be a pretty good fit on the Brooklyn Nets. I think if he wanted to get out, this would probably be one of the better teams for him to go to. However, I don't know whether salary would work, but we got a trade with DeAndre Jordan done. I just did DeAndre Jordan and a 1st round pick through Trade Finder, so that was all good for that one. So not even going to be 60 wins, so that's a little bit disappointing. I thought that'd be a little bit better than that, but hey, that's all good. 54 wins there. No awards there with a 4th seed. Wow, I was not expecting that. Alright, so Aldridge, best season I think he's had yet. 14 points, 6 rebounds, 2.5 assists, basically a steal and a block and a half a game. So yeah, Blake Griffin was not too bad either. Like this team is insane. I don't understand how they were a 50-win team, but hey, it is what it is. We'll drop it to a 7-man rotation, which means all these players are getting crazy minutes. Then we will go simcast and simulate each game. I think we should beat the Raptors. Oh, jeez. Alright, come on. Come on, Nets. We need this. Close game. Let's just jump in. I want to play a little bit of this. I don't want to make it too long of a video, but I do want to... Oh, actually, I won't play any. I will just sit back and watch. We will take the control off. And yeah, I'll just chill back and hopefully see the Brooklyn Nets get the win here. Alright. Be smart here, Aldridge. Come on.
There's 1:38 left in the fourth.
Spencer, that's it.
That one is good.
Ooh, good start.
Is a pro's pro. Keep your eyes open to make a play for someone else.
So for Toronto right now, we got Siakam.
I don't know what the hell. Cousins is on the Raptors. That's actually not a bad fit for being honest.
Great idea to get it to Cousins.
Straight through.
Could be a hard
He missed.
battle the rest
Good
of the
defense
way.
from Siakam. Hell. Norman Pelt. Gun player. He is awesome. Gotta defend. Come on, Kyrie. You let him give him an easy one before. Good defense there.
Just fine on the clock.
I don't know why they didn't pass straight over to Siakam. Aldridge. Good defense. Coming hard.
You can rely on him to get you 2 points.
That's it. Look at that. 1 point game with just under a minute to go. Have they got what it takes here?
The NBA is about these moments.
Here's Cousins.
Alright. You know, I'd actually probably get Spencer Dinwiddie off for Bruce Brown just for that defense at the end of the game. You got 3 players that can shoot in hard. Durant, Kyrie, so
Okay, that's frustrating.
yeah, I think they might get it here. Come on,
You know he liked
Spencer.
that one back.
Go Kevin, shoot. That's it. No, it's not. Oh. Foul, you got a foul.
Holding on to the slimmest of leads.
Yeah, and you can't afford to let that thing get any slimmer. Yeah, you
Fouled
have
out.
to do that though. You can't just
Yeah,
let him
that's
dribble
not
the
good.
game.
But hang on, he's fouled there, but he's still
Dinwiddie
in.
with the steal.
What a
Good steal.
And really,
Sorry,
what
pass,
a
pass,
time
pass.
to come up with it. That's rising to the occasion.
Nice.
Kyrie never losing his composure. He is deadly in the clutch.
And
Alright,
the
so
Raptors call
1
time
point
here.
game with 10.8
They're
seconds to
trailing
go.
by 1. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth
Alright,
quarter
come
of this
on.
one. Guys, your thoughts?
Hurry up.
This is where great
We're
coaching
done with the time
can
now.
pay dividends. These are the plays that
So
people
James Harden
remember.
will
I can't
play
wait
the
to
game.
see what he has devised.
And now we
There he
present our
is.
New Balance player of the
Right.
game, James Harden.
Hold him out here,
Kevin,
guys.
it's a no-brainer.
You need to defend. Oh no! Damn
Stepping
it!
up, LaMarcus knows it's time
They
to
might
shine.
lose here.
Has
What a
the
game,
shot-making
though.
ability
What a way to end this
to
video.
come
If the Nets do
Timeout
lose
call,
here,
the
like I'll be
Nets.
annoyed because
They're down
they should
by
not
1.
have lost in the first round.
5 seconds left in
They
the
probably
fourth.
should have been a
What do you
first
think,
seed.
guys?
But if this is the way I end the video, hey, I'm not complaining.
better be a good
You're giving him space. Take the shot.
they have. On top of being a
that
high-level
was-
run and jump athlete.
That's all good.
Siakam shows
They
great
do lose,
lateral
but hey,
speed.
what a way
He
to end
can
this
guard
video,
both on the
guys.
perimeter
I hope
and
you
in the
have
post.
enjoyed this one.
And they do it.
Please do
They'll move
comment
on
below
to
what you
round
thought
2.
of this. What
Thrilling
scenario
finishing,
you think
guys,
would be
taking
best for
round
LaMarcus
1
Aldridge.
in what
And
certainly
as always,
will go
guys,
down
I'll see you in the
as
next
one of the
one.
most
Thanks.